for the WDVX Blue Plate Special, Red Hickey.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Blue Plate Special. We're here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee, inside Visit Knoxville today. Feel free to come join us if you like. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to just get the word out there to people listening in. Maybe you can share the word out there. A lot of people think WDVX is off the air right now, and we are kind of. We are off the radio right now, but we are live, streaming live from the internet, so you can listen in at WDVX.com. And as far as the Blue Plate Special goes, know that you can watch it streaming live on Facebook and YouTube as well. Right now, it's streaming. The tower is up on a mountain, and as many of y'all know, we had some pretty monumental events happen in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina this weekend, and well, we don't know when we're going to get that tower back. So hang tight with us, and we'll still be here keeping on at WDVX. We have two acts for you here today on the show. Visiting with us from Chapel Hill, Kevin Goodwin's here, and he'll be up the second half of the show today. To get things started, he is based over there in Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all give a great big welcome to Dave Lenahan to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you so much. Any baseball fans? Getting ready to start the baseball playoffs. And this is a song about a boy and his bat. It's called Louisville Slugger. Well, he was hanging down at Miller's Sporting Goods. 30 inches of solid wood they turned down on a lathe. Signed by Willie Mays. Say it was like no other. And it found its way to me underneath our Christmas tree when I was 8 years old. I begged Santa Claus and my mother. See, I had a dream and it seemed so real. Bottom of the ninth at Wrigley Field, just staring down a 3-2 count. Bases loaded, and I knock it out with my Louisville Slugger. I took it everywhere I went. Some nights even slept with it. My daddy used to laugh. He swore it was attached to my shoulder. To let me stay up late, and me and him would watch the game like buddies in the stands. Oh, and in my hands was that Louisville Slugger. Yeah, had this dream and it seemed so real. Bottom of the ninth at Wrigley Field, just staring down a 3-2 count. Bases loaded and I knock it out with my Louisville Slugger. Well, the big leagues they never called, and night hangs on my son's wall, and on the end of it, that's my old Rollins mitt. And sometimes I wonder, but the dream still seems real. The bottom of the ninth at Wrigley Field, he's staring down a 3-2 count. Bases loaded, and I watch him knock it out with my Louisville Slugger. It's hanging down at Miller's Sporting Goods. 30 inches of solid wood they turned down on a lathe. Then they burned in the name, Louisville Slugger. Thank you so much. Streaming out there everywhere right now. I had quite an adventure that started last summer. In my neighborhood where I live, we got all this urban sprawl all around us, but in this small wooded area, I discovered an antebellum cemetery for a guy named Absalom Gleaves, and his stone said that he died in 1834, and I'm like, whoa. And it was so abandoned, and it was so overgrown. I mean, honeysuckle up over my head. And so what I started to do was clear that cemetery. And this is the story of the guy. His name was Absalom Gleaves. He was a pretty important person in the early 1800s in Davidson County. Well, I came across old Absalom when the Tennessee sun was high. His name was on this old forgotten cemetery side. With the woods growing up behind him, tall honeysuckle crud. I only walked on by him, but I wondered who he was. One day in late October, as those leaves began to fall, I saw this lone stone obelisk rising up above it all. And I had to go back later with a saw and pruning shears, and I cut my way back to where he lay for 190 years. Oh, Absalom, what you doing in that ground? Oh, Absalom, who is this man I found? And I wonder what took you down. Well, his stone said he departed life in 1834. And his wife was there beside him. She lived 32 years more. Oh, Catherine and Absalom, your story's still untold. And the more I cleared, the more I fell on down that rabbit hole. I found old Mary Wolford underneath this old oak tree. Her connection to the family is still a mystery. And I read Aunt Nancy's epitaph, loving wife and mother dear. I found 34 more unmarked graves of others buried there. Oh, Absalom, what you doing in that ground? Oh, Absalom, who is this man I found? And I wonder what took you down. You see, his family had this property from Wilson County to the Stones. And what you see, that wasn't his brother Thomas owned. And he joined up Creel's militia. He learned how to give them hell. Even rode with Colonel Jackson in the War of 1812. Yeah, I can't help but ponder about the person that you were. Family man and farmer, at least that's what I heard. And I came across old letters to your family and friends, but I guess I never understand how that story ends. Oh, Absalom, what you doing in that ground? Oh, Absalom, who is this man I found? And I wonder what took you down. Now today, as I make my way down this busy Central Pike, I see this perfect peaceful park up on the hill and on the right. And it's crowded and surrounded by so much urban sprawl. But this lone stone obelisk it rises up above it all. Oh, Absalom, Absalom, what you doing in that ground? Oh, Absalom, who is this man I found? And I wonder what took you down. Oh, Absalom, what you doing in this ground? Oh, Absalom, who is this man I found? Anyway, thank you so much.
This is Dave Lenahan with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Dave is based out of Nashville. How long you been living there?
11 years, a little over 11 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, Cincinnati. You came
Yeah.
from Cincinnati.
Yeah, I did radio for a lot of years in Cincinnati.
That makes me a little nervous, Dave. And now I know that you actually, didn't you work, teach broadcasting as well?
Well, I had a broadcast school that I was the director of. Yeah, through those whole years I was working on radio, yeah.
All right. Just so y'all are aware, I didn't go to broadcast school, so it does
Neither did I.
make me a little nervous. So, Dave, you've been in Nashville 11 years
Yeah.
now, and I always ask people who relocate to Nashville because it's just kind of the Nashville thing. Do you do the co-writing thing?
All the time, almost every day.
Every day.
Just about. And I'm not doing that. I'm doing my podcast, which is called The Songwriter Connection, where we dig deep into the craft of songwriting, interview big songwriters. So.
All right, super cool. Yeah. Well, we talked a minute about, you talked briefly about the song we just heard, which is your new single that's out there in the world. And I mean, I guess if you listen to the words, it's pretty self-explanatory, but tell us about it.
Well, you know, there was just one empty field that was protected from the busy street by a wooded area, and it backed up to a wooded area, and I was just walking through there doing my morning walks, and I saw this beat-up, mud-covered sign that said Absalom Gleaves Cemetery, and for some reason, I just felt this weird calling, and I didn't know what an Absalom was. I didn't know if it was two families or what. It looked like it was pointing somewhere. I couldn't figure out where it was. And one day, I walked through there and I said, you know what, I'm gonna find out more about this. And I took a picture of the sign and I Googled it, and I found out he was really a guy. He was magistrate in the county, in Davidson County. And I connected with the family and just started clearing that plot. And then one of the descendants, who's become a dear friend, 85-year-old Owen Gleaves, would come out and help me. He'd bring his chainsaws and stuff. I was just doing pruning shears and sawing trees down and stuff. But we cleared it out. If you'd like to see it, the video, Absalom, is out there right now. And my friend and filmmaker, Martin Buchanan, did a heck of a job shooting that. And he threw a drone through it and everything, so you can see the work that we did. I also have to thank Norm MacDonald, who's a co-writer on that song. As I'm clearing, all these couplets are coming into my head, you know, and I had about 30, 40 of these things, and Norm came over to co-write one day, and I go, dude, you want to go down my rabbit hole? I took him to the cemetery around the corner from where I live, and we just wrote this song. And I couldn't find a chorus or where we were going, and one day, Owen, working with me on the cemetery, comes out of his truck and does this little jig, and he goes, Absalom, Absalom, what you doing in the ground? And I went, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. So in the video, we've got him in the very beginning doing that. So I hope you listen. It's been a passion.
Well, you can see that and find out more at The Dave Connection. On Wednesday, he'll be at the Commodore Grill. Mm-hmm. You can find, he's got lots of Nashville gigs lined up, which you can find right there on his website as well. Some merch is available here in the house, and you have the opportunity to shake and howdy with him and thank him for being here with us today. But for now, I'm going to back out of the way so we can get a few more tunes here from Dave Lenahan on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
You know what? I want to thank you, Red, and I'm just honored to be here. Thank you so much. One of the mysteries of the whole Absalom project is if you Google the name Absalom, he was a bad guy in the Bible. He raised an army against his dad, who was King David. So I couldn't understand, why would you name your kid Absalom? And one day, I Googled it. What does it mean? And I was surprised to find that there were two meanings of the name Absalom. One was Father is peace, and the other was Father of peace. And I'm like, wow. The justice of the peace in western Davidson County, his name was Father of peace. So my friend Jessica Nixon came over and we wrote this one. Do we need this righteous pride? Aren't we searching for the same light to shine? There's got to be some common ground. But all this talking just goes around and around in circles, going nowhere. We reach out and no one's there. We all need a hand to hold, a true beacon of hope. Could you send down your angels, Lord, and teach us to be able to love each other even when we disagree? Help us, please, Father of peace. And aren't we tired of the fight? Why must we always have to choose a side and be right? We create the storms we're in, and then we cry because the dark clouds win. We let our hearts turn to stone. Stand together but alone. We all need a hand to hold, a true beacon of hope. Could you send down your angels, Lord, and teach us to be able to love each other even when we disagree? Help us, please, Father of to hold, a true beacon of hope. Send down your angels, Lord, and teach us to be able to love each other even when we disagree. Help us, please, Father of peace. Thank you. It's going to be released in December, so I hope you'll look forward. Okay. So, time for another one. This one was. This is the kind of the song that brought me to Nashville. I was a radio guy writing every chance I got, and I was a member of NSAI, which I highly recommend. It's the Nashville Songwriters Association International. We were really lucky enough to get this cut by an artist named Chancey Williams, who's been on the Opry a few times. Really cool guy. I can fix up my whole rusty truck. It just needs a new touch. We'll back her down off the rack and fill her up. Man, it wouldn't take much. Make a left out to drive and a right down our whole county road. be heading for Texas when I make my mind up to go. You just won't know what you got till it's gone. Yeah, one day you'll miss me when I get the strength to move on. Oh, I can be free from you. Just take a couple more beers, and baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Yeah, I can pack a few things and just hop on a Greyhound bus. And there's a bar stool in Dallas where I can forget about us. And if I live right now, hey, I guess I could be there by dawn. I know liquor is quicker, so I line up these shots till I'm gone. And you just won't know what you got till it's gone. And one day you'll miss me when I get the strength to move on. Oh, I can be free from you. It'll just take a couple more beers, and baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Oh, and if you come looking for me, I guess you won't like what you see. You don't know what you got till it's gone. One day you'll miss me when I get the strength to move on. Yes, it's time to move on. I can be free from here. It'll just take a couple more beers, and baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. All right. Last year, I was really lucky enough to have my first country #1 song. Okay. Now the country was Australia, and to be more specific, it was Tasmania. But it was #1 for 2 weeks from an artist named Pamela Hopkins, who co-wrote this with Scott Barrier and I. And I'm at that age where you start forgetting stuff, right? And I got an attention span of a snail. And that's what this was about. It's called Squirrel Train. Well, I'm known in certain circles for my ADD. Yeah, my friends know I'm distracted so dang easily. Well, I could walk into a room, have no clue why I'm there, 'cause I forgot what I was looking for, so I just stand and stare. Squirrel train, about to leave the station. Squirrel train, yeah, this brain goes on vacation. Squirrel train, we're completely off the tracks. And sometimes I wonder if I'm ever going back. I ride the squirrel train. Squirrel train. Well, I must admit I suffer from that CRS disease. Yeah, my mind goes right and left and everywhere in between. And you gotta know it's a guarantee that I'll forget your name. You see, I had it when you said it, and it just went right away. Squirrel train, we're about to leave the station. Squirrel train. Yeah, my brain goes on vacation. Squirrel train, they're completely off the track. Well, sometimes I wonder if it's ever coming back. Squirrel train, ride a squirrel train. Well, I swear to you that I'm not blind and my head ain't filled with air. In fact, it's just the opposite. I got way too much in here. All aboard the squirrel train. I'm talking squirrel train. Squirrel train. Yeah, we're about to leave the station. Squirrel train. Yeah, this brain goes on vacation. Squirrel train. They're completely off the track. Sometimes I wonder if it's ever coming back. I ride the squirrel train. My favorite band in the whole world is not AC/DC, it's ADHD. They got that song Highway to Squirrel Train. I ride the squirrel train. Thank you so much.
That's Dave Lenahan on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Again, you can find more information by visiting thedaveconnection.com. You can find his music streaming out there on those music platforms where you get your music, and at the website as well. Again, the next show is coming up Wednesday, October 2nd at the Commodore Grill there in Nashville. You can find the complete schedule on the website as well. Feel free to stop by the merch table and shake and howdy with him after the show and thank him for being here with us today on the Blue Plate Special. The WDVX Blue Plate Special support comes from people just like yourselves, and from Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It's home of the Big Plate on Fridays at noon. And this Friday, Colby T. Helms and the Virginia Creepers will be with us on the Big Plate. You can find more information about that on our website there at WDVX.com. So, well, I'll get back to the schedule in just a minute. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville and the Senior Financial Group, your neighborhood Medicare partner. For more than 30 years, Senior Financial Group's been on a mission to make Medicare more affordable. Information and assistance available at sfgmedicare.com and 865-777-0153. So I mentioned Friday's show, but I wanted to bring up tomorrow. 18 Strings Bluegrass Band will be here, along with the Weeping Willows. The Weeping Willows come to see us about once a year, and they are a duo out of Australia who are still in the area after Americana Fest, and they'll be sliding over here to see us in the morning. The Weary Ramblers and Cam Cool will be here on Wednesday. Dave Hawkins and Phoebe White on Thursday. And Colby T. Helms and the Virginia Creepers joining us for the Big Plate. Saturday brings Dustin Sellers and Dean Owens. You can find more information about all of that by visiting our website there at WDVX.com. Once you get there, just know that click on the artists that are coming to join us, and it will take you on over to their website so you can learn a little bit more about the performers as well. So as we roll along with today's show, he's visiting with us from Chapel Hill today. You all give a great big welcome to Kevin Goodwin to the Blue Plate Special.
Hey folks, thanks for sticking around, and thanks to Red for having me on. Appreciate it. This first song is called Alaska. Getting so tired of my world spinning round. Everything it goes so fast and it never slows down. The words she said are ringing in my head. She spoke like a ghost as she lay across the bed. She said, I'm getting tired of this place, and I don't know how much more I can take, 'cause I've been falling apart, and I don't know if time can mend these scars. I think that maybe I'll just keep moving up, where the world's a little quieter in Alaska. She said she's broken and she doesn't know what to do. As she looks out the window, she says, I might go somewhere new, like up in the city or down in the valley or through a back alley, 'cause anywhere is better than here. She said, I'm getting tired of this place, and I don't know how much more I can take, 'cause I've been falling apart, and I don't know if time can mend these scars. I think that maybe I'll just keep moving up, where the world's a little quieter in Alaska. Well, she said she's drowning. She's been thinking about it. Well, she said her head is filled with doubts, and she said she needs a way out. I think that maybe I'll just keep moving up, where the world's a little quieter in Alaska. I think that maybe I'll just keep on moving up, where the world's a little quieter in Alaska. In Alaska, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you. As Red mentioned, I'm from Chapel Hill, but originally from Charlotte. So Charlotte, North Carolina was kind of where I grew up and spent most of my life. And this next song is called City Lights. It's kind of my love letter to Charlotte, about what it was like growing up in the city. Walking round in downtown, you can feel it in the sounds. The morning buzz, the coffee runs, revolving doors spinning round. It's just the way I like it. I want it all the time, yeah. I wanna see those city lights in the skyline every time I walk out my door at night. Wanna feel the rush, the city I love on the street. That city air, it tastes so sweet. crowded street, there's hurried feet, there's people rushing around, there's work and sex and cigarettes and apartment complexes. It's just the way I like it. I want it all the time, yeah. I wanna see those city lights, the skyline every time I walk out my door at night. Wanna feel the rush, the city I love on the street. That city air, it tastes so sweet. Of the city lights up so pretty, I feel like I'm home. The busy streets, they make me feel complete, like nobody knows. I wanna see those city lights, the skyline every time walk out my door at night. Wanna feel the rush, the city I love on the street. That city, yeah, it tastes so sweet. City lights, I wanna see those city lights.
This is Kevin Goodwin with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So we've already learned a lot. You grew up there in Charlotte.
Yes, that is correct.
And you now live in Chapel Hill. So how long have you been in Chapel Hill?
I've been there about a year, a little over a year.
All right. So did you come from a musical family?
Not at all. My grandmother and my mother play a little bit. They dabble, but no, I was kind of the first musician in the family. I come from a family of stock forecast analysts. Everybody has a statistics degree except me. So.
Wow, that's different.
It is. I'm the odd one out.
So let's talk. Did you start with just like music lessons?
Yeah, well, I was lucky. My grandmother got my family like a baby grand piano that was just kind of sitting around the house, and I always loved music. But one night, after hearing my dad kind of sing his best rendition of "Lean on Me" by Bill Withers, I sat down at the piano and just kind of started figuring it out by ear, and it was just something I could kind of naturally do a little bit. So that was exciting because I was a kid that wasn't good at anything.
So you started playing by ear. Did you take lessons?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, I ended up having a great mentor years down the line. So ended up learning how to read and do theory and all that stuff eventually.
All right. So learning how to play the piano and reading the music and all the things. But when did songwriting come along?
It came pretty quick. I as soon as I started playing, I was always kind of writing, coming up with my own things that I thought sounded cool, and kind of started writing. By the time I was like 10, I think I started playing around 7, started writing songs around 10, and then forced myself to sing when I was 14 because I couldn't find anybody else to do it.
So which comes first for you, the music or the words?
It depends on the song, but usually the music. The music, I think that's like the most important thing because, you can hear a catchy song and you can go, well, those lyrics really aren't that good. But you still are like, wow, it's a good song. I'll listen to it. But if a song has really good lyrics, but sometimes there's no melody that catches you, I think it's hard to get wrapped up with that.
So, are you a structured songwriter? Do you like to sit down with a cup of coffee and start working on a song, or does it come to you spontaneously?
No, it's very spontaneous. I admire the people that really sit down and write every day and do that kind of thing. I've just never been that kind of a writer. I definitely play and practice every day and that kind of thing, but for me, I've got to feel really inspired for a song to happen. So I've got to really have like an emotional push to do it, and also feel like I have something really valuable to say.
I have to be inspired just to clean the house. You know, I'm telling you, inspiration do a lot for a person. So, currently, let's see, Heart of the City, is that the current project you
No,
have
so
out there?
the most recent song that I've released actually is called "Is It Just Me." I released that song earlier this year and had a accompanying music video come out for that on YouTube for anyone that's interested.
All right. And, well, you can find more about that and information at Kevin Goodwin, W-I-N, y'all,
Thank you.
music.com on October 6th. He's going to be right down the street.
Actually, it'll be October 3rd.
Oh,
Sorry
October
about that.
3rd. I'm sorry. I guess I wrote that down. October 3rd, which would be Thursday?
This Thursday.
Thursday night. He will be doing a songwriters round there at Addison Books. That's down on the 100 block of Gay Street. And he'll be doing a round there with our friend Sam Hatmaker and Scott Apple as well. And you can find more about that and more upcoming performances by visiting the website there at kevingoodwinmusic.com. Do you have any merch with you here today?
Yes, I do. I've got a couple shirts and CDs if anybody's interested. So.
All right.
And either way, would love to talk to you after. So thanks for hanging out, guys. and listening.
Yeah, we always encourage y'all to shake and howdy with our performers after the show and thank them for being here with us today. But for now, I'm going to back on out of the way. We'll get more music from Kevin Goodwin on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
This next one is the aforementioned song that I just released earlier this year called "Is It Just Me."
There's no good news on the TV. There's nobody smiling at me. How can anyone be happy when only bad things are happening? Another shooting at a school. Another politician breaks the rules. People starving on the streets. A serious lack of empathy. It's a sad reality. Is it just me? Or could it be that everything's falling apart? 'Cause all I see is tragedy. It feels like the sun's going dark. Everyone's glued to the screens. So many things are what they seem. When money's at the heart of everything, you get what you paid for, it's not just a saying. Another sexual assault. Another broken heart, another broken home. A high-tech war that's just begun. The notion that all hope is lost, it never seems to stop. Is it just me? Or could it be that everything's falling apart? 'Cause all I see is tragedy. It feels like the sun's going dark. I can't the world is coming undone. Is it just me, or could it be that everything's falling apart? 'Cause all I see is tragedy. It feels like the sun's going dark. I can't be the only one. Please tell me I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. Please tell me I'm not the only one. If anything's gonna get better, we'll all have to work together.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. This next one is called Just Tonight. It's not necessarily a love song, it's more of an unrequited love song.
Wrap yourself around me, and I'll hold you close. Every time your lips meet, I can't help but feel cold. As you crash into me in this poorly lit room, it dawns on me that I'll be leaving soon. And I know I'm in too deep. Over you, I know I'll be losing sleep. Just 2 nights not good enough for me. I want you every night, can't you see? You're beautiful, and I want you so. Yeah, you're beautiful, and I want you so. Trace your body, you seal my breath. I can feel you move on my fingertips. You silently scream and whisper so loud. God only knows how I've longed to hear that sound. And I know I'm in too deep. As I feel your heartbeat, just 2 nights not good enough for me. I want you every night, can't you see? You're beautiful, and I want you so. Yeah, you're beautiful, and I want you so. I don't know what to do. I can't get my mind off you. I want the taste of your lips. You got under my skin. You got under my skin. You got under my skin.
This is Kevin Goodwin with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one last tune from Kevin here today, but again, we want to invite everyone back again tomorrow. 18 Strings Bluegrass Band will return along with the Weeping Willows. You can find more information at WDVX.com. How about, we get one more round of applause for Dave Lenahan, the first half of the show here today. We always encourage our audience to shake and howdy with our performers and thank them for being here with us. Feel free to stop by the merch table. If you're listening in or you're watching online, thedaveconnection.com along with kevingoodwinmusic.com. And again, Kevin will be performing just down the street, October 3rd. That's Thursday at Addison's Books, along with Sam Hatmaker and Scott Apple. And are you doing 3 different performances there, or is that a songwriter round?
No, so it's actually part of a tour I'm doing that starts. This is the first date is in Knoxville on Thursday, so we're doing a little short 5-date tour, and me and my band are going to be playing there at Addison's from 7 to 9 this Thursday, and then Sam and Scott will be playing a set as well, so please stop by. We'd love to see you there.
Feel free to, like I said, thank our performers for being here with us. We're going to get one last tune here today from Kevin Goodwin on the Blue Plate Special.
Thanks so much for having me, Red. Thanks for hanging out and listening, guys. This last one is called Best Damn Time, and it is a song that I wrote with only 80s pop cultures, movie, and music references. So it was tough to figure that out.
Jeans and Converse all-stars. Yeah, she's a total eclipse of the heart. Talk about a dream on Elm Street. She's got a smile that could light up the silver screen. She's got style and taste. She's straight out of Stranger Things. She's one hell of a night. Edge of 17, an 80s dream. Just like Evan when she's kissing me. She likes Breakfast Club, think I'm in love with her taste in cinema. I like Cindy Crawford, everybody wants her. She's the best damn time that I have ever known. So unusual. She wears crop tops even when it's cold. I've never seen a girl like her. She's timeless like Back to the Future. She's got style and taste. I want her to take on me. She's one hell of a night. Edge of 17, an 80s dream. Just like Evan when she's kissing me. She likes Breakfast Club, think I'm in love with her taste in cinema. I've liked Cindy Crawford, everybody wants her. She's the best damn time that I have ever known. She's so classic. Every little thing she does is magic. edge of 17, an 80s dream, just like Evan when she's kissing me. She likes Breakfast Club, think I'm in love with her taste in cinema. I like Cindy Crawford, everybody wants her. She's the best damn time that I have ever known. She's the best damn time that I've ever known.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out.
That's Kevin Goodwin. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.